ever had this in the South. That was the first time I realised,
When you first look at that though, if you didn't know that was nuts, that looks kind of a little bit buggy, doesn't it? You see where I'm coming from? Though? A little bit though. Hello there.
Hi.
And welcome to our channel. This is Alice.
And this is Kai.
And today we're going to be taking a look at another video by Jolly. In this one, they're trying classic American pies.
Okay.
American pie.
American pie.
Oh, yes. We know it well.
Shall we just get straight into it?
Yeah, let's jump in. Let's have a look.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Has no right.
Oh, it's a frito pie. We saw that in the top 50 or
every
something.
kind
Yes.
of American pie.
Even the 1999 teen comedy that has aged terribly.
I love that
American
movie.
pie.
Okay.
The thing is, in the UK, pie is something quite different. When we think pie, we think steak and kidney.
You heard that right, kidney. But there's a guy here, David, who many say is the best in London at making American pies.
He's the king of pies.
That's
Peinstein.
in London.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, let's go taste this
Okay.
pie.
I thought it was in America.
Then.
Hello guys, good to see you.
So you
Well, they've just come back, so
Yeah, I suppose it does make sense. I just, for some reason, I assumed that it's like something
American
they filmed
pies
it. No,
in-
well, I kind of
or maybe-
assumed they filmed it in America and then released
okay.
it later. Anyway, American pies. Let's have a look.
are
And
the
how they
pie
compare,
maker,
maybe.
David
Welcome to
himself.
Outside of Time. Yes, I am the pie maker.
Peinstein himself.
Pie-shaped pie maker. That's me.
Einstein.
Here we go.
Whoa.
Where does he get these, man?
That.
This is, we're going to start
that's
out with classic American apple pie.
Wow.
Classic.
I think that's my
pie.
I was
favorite.
born and raised in Mississippi. All the pies you're going to be having are pies that I grew up on, and the variations
Wow.
will be sweeter and butterier. So much better for your health.
Wow. Okay.
I hope you enjoy.
Fantastic.
Thank
It's
you
like
very
comfort
much.
food pie.
Josh, it looks like an emoji. It literally looks like an emoji.
Pie. That is.
That looks
ridiculous.
amazing.
Literally, I've only ever seen pies
fantastic.
like that in movies. I didn't know they actually exist. I guess the closest we have to this in the UK is like we do tarts.
My mouth is watering.
Oh, some ice cream though.
It doesn't actually smell that
is
strongly
good.
of apple. It smells mostly of sugar and cinnamon.
And cinnamon.
And I mean that in a good way.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, child size for Ollie.
I think that might help.
Oh my god, the size
It's
difference.
the only time I've ever seen a pie like this in
Dollywood.
Dollywood. It was too
Ah.
big. Yeah, it was.
Oh, that one,
that
yes.
one, yes.
That one was
What?
huge.
It
though.
still feels enormous.
Smell coming from this though
Yeah.
is so much more intense. It's like they've shrunk
true.
down the size, the
true.
Oh,
form
that looks
factor,
really
but
good,
also
actually.
condensed all of the flavour in there.
It's really stacked full of apple, isn't it? It's good. Is it me or does Josh always go big? He always goes big, doesn't he? Like, there's no half measures. Ollie's
Yeah.
very reserved. Kind of, well, sometimes, not always.
Not always. I think most times it's the other way around.
True that, actually. And, but I tell you what, I love how witty Ollie is.
Yeah,
He's
like he's
bang
so
on it,
quick
isn't
with
he?
stuff. They
Peinstein.
still need ice cream though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you can eat a pie dry like that. I
Well,
was
obviously
struggling.
not dry, but they definitely need some ice cream.
Obviously, yeah, you got the juice of the
Or at
apples in
least
there, but I
custard
mean,
or
like, you know, and something to accompany it. Ice cream. I love ice cream with pie. I love ice cream with everything, actually. That's what I've realised.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
One word, spiced.
So spiced, yeah.
Tastes like autumn.
It literally tastes like, what do they call it in America? Fall?
Oh yeah.
Fall
And
menu.
you're falling all over the place.
You can see in there, look how much like sugary, cinnamony syrup there is.
Wow.
That looks
dripping
really
out.
good. That's definitely not dry.
Oh.
That's probably all right on its own, actually.
Is it like the
That amount
corner of a
juice.
lasagna?
Yeah, better. It is better. Oh my gosh, that pastry. What type of pastry is that? So buttery.
This is so good.
We're off to a great start. A lot more spiced than I was expecting.
Oh, yeah.
I think I was kind of going in expecting it to be like a McDonald's apple pie. I mean, obviously looking at it, it looks nothing like it. But that's my reference point. That's my reference point.
No, you're right. The only thing we have that's that spiced and that kind of flavour in the UK is like a scented candle. You know?
I don't.
A scented candle. For real?
How does he know what a scented candle tastes like?
I don't know. I have had apple pie similar to this because my nan used to make apple pie in a similar way, sort of way, but it was much sharper So, you know, like
tangy.
More tangy. You could sort of taste the sour, and it's a bit more. I don't know,
So obviously done a bit differently.
or whatever was in there, but I guess
think
that
it's
might
just
take away
the
from it, making
caramelized
it
sugar.
makes it a bit sweeter maybe. Probably quite a nice counterbalance.
Don't eat those. Don't eat those.
No, I tried.
Would not
Not out
recommend.
of 10, would not recommend. Wow.
Figured we'd go with something a little savory next.
Oh, the Frito
We're gonna
pies,
try
okay.
some Frito pie.
Hang on a second.
Frito
We've
pie?
taken a major
V.
turn here. From an American classic to I've never heard of this.
You know, this particular thing is truly, I think, from my home state.
He's
something
taking
we
the
can be
slices
proud
away.
of. The laziness is apparent with regards to you just rip open the Frito bag, you fill it with chili, sour cream, and cheese, and you just chow down. It's lunch. When you get home from school, you just rip open a bag, you fill it up, and you eat it. You can either hold it in your hand,
That does look good though.
or you can bring it like this. So I think
This is also called a pie?
it's called a pie. It's a Frito pie.
It's so different from
It is
what we
very
just
different,
had.
but I hope you enjoy it. It's a nice little palate cleanser before we move on to more sugar.
Okay.
I could get into that. I don't know
Yeah,
what
I think
Fritos
that-
are though.
This was going to get too
I
overwhelmingly
enjoy
sweet.
it.
and
You know, like
sugary.
Doritos.
It's just thrown in a palate
bad.
cleanser Frito pie. I am
So looking at the shape stuff on
Oh,
the
yeah, they're a
bag,
bit
they're
different,
just
aren't
a
they?
bit like maybe a bit puffy. I don't think they're the texture of
No, okay.
tortillas or anything like Doritos.
We'll see in a second. I
I'm
guess, once they
genuinely
pick one
out
out.
of words.
There's actually crisps in there.
There's Fritos, like Frito Lays.
I don't know what Fritos are. Are they?
Yeah, they're like one of they're my favorite crisps.
Wow, look at that. That is a convenient. That is super
You
convenient.
just picked up the whole packet.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crisp packet.
This is the greatest thing ever.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
That has no right to be that good.
Incredible.
You're so skeptical. Come here, come here.
We've got to try some of that when we go
The
there.
Fritos,
for
they
sure.
don't get soggy. They still stay crispy.
It's not a pie. I think it's taking liberties with
Okay.
pie. This is about as far removed as a pie, as a pie chart. You know, but it's still good. I love a pie chart and I love a Frito pie. This is a paid partnership with BetterHelp.
Okay.
I have just become a dad. So much of life is changing.
No.
And while there's so much
cute.
joy, getting therapy has really helped me to know how to process my feelings and
Why
thoughts
is
and then communicate.
him
Yeah, I'm not
so
sure.
fully naked?
Finally talking about
Oh.
water therapy.
Oh my god! That's not what I meant at all.
Are you talking about talking to a therapist like we better? Oh,
You might feel like you've wanted to try therapy
Faces,
for a
the
while,
expressions
but
he
you don't
comes
know
out
it's
with.
Honestly, that's where I was for the longest time. But BetterHelp made it quick and easy for me.
All you have to do is answer a few questions about your needs and preferences, and then BetterHelp matches you to one of their credentialed therapists. It's all online.
I love these
remote,
adverts.
And you can message your therapist anytime to schedule a live session for whatever's good for you.
My therapist has been a good fit for me, but if for any reason you want to switch to a new therapist, there's no additional charge.
So, although I love ice baths, consider going to betterhelp.com/jolly or clicking the link in the description to get 10% off your first month of therapy.
Could you do that? I don't know if I could.
/jolly or click the link in the description. 10% off your first month. Back to the video.
So this is a
Brilliant.
I think I could only do it if there was like a hot tub next.
Oh, so like going
come
from
out
in
from
one.
hot to cold. Or
I remember
the other way
actually
around.
when I went to Centre Parks, they had like you have like the rapids bit that's like nice and heated and it goes outside, and then they have a bit where you can go into like an ice pool like that, and the problem is you come out of the nice warm water and jump into that and it is blooming freezing.
Yeah, but that's good for your body as well. And then you go back into the
Oh yeah, no,
hot.
it's amazing when you get the other way
Yeah.
around because it's like literally jumping in a steaming bath. It's like
Yeah.
but yeah, it's tough. It's not easy to do. You know, you dip your toe in, you're like, oh my god.
So to answer your question, yes, I would do it, but with a caveat.
Okay.
traditional blueberry pie.
Wow, we got double pie. Okay.
And then
blueberry
a
pie.
southern delicacy is marriage pie. So it's when you take two different kinds of fruits and you
Marriage
elevate the
pie.
actual pie by having the two flavors mixed together.
Marriage pie.
Happy marriage.
Yeah, so ideally, I don't know if there's a divorce pie, but okay.
Okay.
So you've already had the apple and you're about to try the blueberry, and the marriage pie I made for you is a blueberry and apple pie, which is my
very nice.
personal favorite pie.
Do people have these at marriages?
No, it's just marriage. It's just the idea have two things coming together to make it better.
Okay, shall I try and cut it?
You should definitely cut it.
Okay.
I mean, I've never heard of a blueberry pie. All that's going through my head right now is that's a massive pie.
How many
Blueberries are tiny.
How many blueberries? I mean, that's like...
This feels like a fair game. Like, guess how many blueberries are in this pie.
I do like a good blueberry though.
What's a pie? Punnet? Yeah, but punnet can be different sizes.
I would say 200 blueberries.
200?
No, way more.
200.
Way more.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
Really?
They're quite big.
Okay, I'll leave
maybe.
that.
I believe.
Whatever you do.
You
No,
can
but
get some
he said
blueberries.
way more as
Yeah.
well.
Don't mess it up. It's not easy. Okay, why are you fondling
Oh
it?
wow, look at that.
This is the marriage one.
This is the marriage one. Should we start
Oh, this
marriage?
is the, okay.
Yeah.
I've cut it now.
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay, we're married.
they realize
I'm
that.
not going to leave you at the altar,
That's
John.
not how this works. Just because we're trying marriage pie together doesn't mean we're married. Okay.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
That's wow. You can still taste the cinnamon spice.
Yeah, and the apple.
autumnal taste of the apple.
But you've got this rich blueberry flavour. The blueberry flavour is deep. I don't think I've ever realised.
That's all the punnets.
Yeah, so many punnets.
There's so many punnets in there. That's got to be one of the happiest marriages.
That's a very
I've
happy
never
marriage.
had a blueberry
This
pie.
is the blueberry pie.
Wow.
that.
Okay, now I think I'm starting to understand what punnets are.
There's
a lot.
There are so many.
Surely you would have had blueberry crumble.
No, I've had like a cherry pie. And cherry pie is nice. I can imagine it's a little bit similar to that, but
It's not as cherry is quite tart. It's
Yeah.
quite sour in a way. Blueberries are not.
I reckon a blueberry pie
I
must
think
be
they'll be
lovely.
Really good, yeah.
Many blueberries in there. Oh, I really want to get that blueberry soaked bottom.
Everyone-
Don't go there. Don't go there. As soon as I said it, blueberry soaked bottom was a phrase I immediately regretted. Look at that.
It almost looks like a preserve or a jam.
I guess we do like blackberry crumble.
I think that would
Yeah.
be
In
lovely.
the UK, this feels like the American equivalent.
Oh. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's a very strong blueberry flavor.
We have stepped up. That's my favourite. That's my favourite so far.
You prefer blueberry on its own rather than married?
Married, I liked
You're
it.
looking for a separation. It was a Vegas wedding. You've made it back to Mississippi, and you're like, "What have I done?" Yeah, getting married to my best mate.
We're both already married.
Yeah, we're both already. Yeah, it's a nightmare, really. Well, it did taste good at the time.
Okay, stop! All right. Look.
No, I was very happy to consummate that marriage.
Oh, no. I was.
Don't tell me
Let's
you
go
didn't
back to the
enjoy it.
soggy bottom.
Don't tell
Let's
me you.
go back to the soggy bottom.
I'll have the turntables.
Look, can you see here that crust on the bottom? It literally is like soaked through with blueberry. I honestly think that's the best pie I've ever had.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, bold
the thing
statement.
is-
When have we had a better pie other than like the savoury pie we had in Scotland? But it's a completely different thing.
also made by a
that's good.
legend
Where is
called
it?
David.
Here we go.
Wow.
Wow is right.
You truly are the Pinestein.
Yeah, honestly,
Appreciate that.
best pie I've ever had right there. That is incredible.
I am glad you enjoyed that.
I could
and
have
that's
that for dessert after my dinner every day, and I'd be so happy.
Yeah.
Good. That's good. And you got the gooey bottom?
You're right, it's gooey.
Gooey bottom.
Soaked up the yeah, that's a better word than soggy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gooey, yeah.
Gooey works a lot better. Wow, what is this? So we're going a little further south with this one. It's a key lime pie.
Okay.
I heard a lot about this.
Hi, now this is key lime Florida pie by way of Mississippi.
Okay.
We're starting to learn that we tend to make everything really sweet.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So
love
this
it.
is a little sweeter.
Oh wow. Okay.
And it takes away the little, we're not a big fan of sharp, just like with the blueberries. That's gonna put you in a bit of a sugar coma, I predict.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Any Fritos involved? in
No
this one?
Fritos.
We need to go and find this
Just
place,
checking.
because this looks
This is
good.
made with actual limes.
Yeah, so lime.
It's in London,
zest.
isn't it? Yeah.
That's what he
Put
said.
a little extra sugar and some condensed milk, because you can never go wrong with that. And then the topping is sweetened mascarpone and cream cheese.
It feels like as a recipe, you're just fighting the sourness of the lime.
Pretty much.
Right? You
That's what
start
exactly.
with the lime,
You
and you're
get
like,
the extra super sour limes.
Okay.
And then you make sure they don't taste it anymore.
This one is soft.
does it go straight through?
Straight great.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Look at that.
Wow.
Is that look at
It's
that?
a bit cheesecakey, doesn't
I
it?
feel like this is a full
No, it's
pony.
quite.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, it's not actually that hard at the bottom.
I think that'll be good.
Oh yeah.
Well, if
I'm
you
definitely
remember from
interested in trying a key lime pie.
me too, and if you remember from the Beasleys when they did the Cheesecake Factory one, that one was quite sharp and
very
quite
sharp
sour.
and-
Whereas
yeah.
this one, I think, like he said, he doesn't really like it that
That
way,
way.
so he's made it sweeter. So I think that this would probably be
A
my
good one to
preference.
start with, I guess.
think so.
Yeah.
It tastes like a blissful retirement. You know?
It's for retirement.
Florida.
Yeah. This is the first one that we've tried that 100% my 7-year-old would love. She would eat that whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, she wouldn't.
Why not?
I would stop her.
Okay, well, because it doesn't taste at all like fruit. It doesn't taste remotely healthy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, completely separated.
What is that?
So this is a shoe fly pie. So
Sorry,
shoe
what?
fly. There's many variations on sugar pies. So we do, in Mississippi, we do just a straight up sugar pie.
Sugar pie?
Sugar pie.
Just the main ingredient is sugar.
So yeah,
Okay,
this is sugar. This is more Pennsylvania, and it's made with molasses or sorghum. There's the closest thing you have here is dark treacle, black treacle.
That's
right
like as
here.
rich as
treacle
the
tart,
UK palate
yeah,
gets.
yeah.
It is just the sugar and water, and you cook it and boil it up, and then it just kind of looks rather unattractive.
It
but
looks
it's
like
very
lava.
tasty. Yeah. So it just moltens, and then you let it set.
Looks like a natural disaster waiting to happen.
It really does.
He said there's a lot of variations of sugar pie, and this is one of them, and then went on to sort of describe what's in it. As far as I can tell, it's basically just sugar.
Yeah.
How does that work?
It's a 7-year-old's dream.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
I feel like you're gonna flick it out.
Yeah, seriously, be careful. Flipping heck. Wait, what?
Come on, Josh, let's do
I've
this.
never seen anything like this before.
Let's see if it tastes like shoes or flies.
Dear Lord.
That looks interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be hella sweet though, isn't it?
It looks a little bit drier.
Can hear the
Yeah.
crunch a little bit.
It's like treacle tart with Biscoff on top.
It's more treacle.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It's literally like you've taken the essence of like burnt caramelized sugar and then combine that with fudge and like a pastry bottom.
That is deadly.
You definitely need something to accompany it though. So
Yeah.
whether it's a bit of custard, a bit of ice cream, a bit of cream, just something to loosen it up a little bit.
Absolutely deadly. You know what I really appreciate about that pie? Not a raisin in sight. You know, a lot of British cooks, chefs,
Okay, yeah.
grannies,
They throw raisins in there.
they'd be very tempted to throw a raisin in there.
Okay.
That is prime raisin territory.
Okay.
And a raisin would ruin it. As I've said many, many times,
You are so
a raisin would
anti-raisin.
absolutely ruin that. It would go from being delightful to disgusting in one fell swoop.
I've got something good for you. I heard you saying how much you loved raisins in a pie.
Ah.
Well,
Are you kidding?
To keep us going, this is a funeral pie.
Okay, a funeral. We've had the marriage, now skipping straight to the funeral.
Straight to the end.
Okay.
So it's a funeral pie, so it is a raisin sour cream pie.
Kill me now.
Yeah.
Honestly, kill me now. Yeah, this is my funeral.
I've got some cream. You were talking about cream as well. I got some cream for you to put on it.
Hang on.
That doesn't sound good to
I
me.
can't believe
This is
you don't want it.
I am so livid. I'm so livid right now.
literally have a raisin pie.
No.
Oh, you don't personally like this. You baked it.
I hate this pie. That's why I thought it was really funny when you said hate raisins. I don't understand why they're in there.
Ah, you don't like raisins in things either.
But otherwise, enjoy.
So livid. Dense. This has been such a lovely experience. And then Revenge of the Raisins. All right, I need to keep an open mind. Everything we've tried
You know
so
my
far has
life
been
now, you know.
amazing.
Okay, it's a very small bite you're having.
All right,
Come on
fine,
then.
I'll have some more
Wuss out.
of this sour cream and raisin pie. It's literally.
I love raisins, but
I feel like you're trolling us, David. you just did some background research on me, and you're like, what
And
will
realize
he-
this was the perfect pie, yeah.
Okay.
What does that remind me of? It reminds me of something.
It tastes a little bit like pumpkin pie.
It does taste a little bit like pumpkin pie.
Similar spice.
That's sacrilege.
Sacrilege.
I have pumpkin pie. It's delicious. That to me, I've
You're
always
getting kicked
equated
out.
that to dirt because it just
To dirt?
That's the only thing I can figure why it's funeral pie. It's just got this packed earth.
Because they bury you in the dirt.
Yes.
We obviously know that one of us will die first. Hopefully it'll be me, because I'll be really sad when you die. But
Such weird reasoning,
can
but okay.
you, if you are still alive at the time of my funeral, can you
Yeah.
make sure this is served?
Mate, ditto.
Because
Ditto.
I want everyone to be really, really sad at my funeral.
Oh!
And I think this will make them sad. This will make them even more sad. Oh, I just see what's in your hand.
Pumpkin pie?
They
Brought
keep
a
coming.
classic. This is we got a
Baby.
Is that pecan?
pie,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
which is the best, or as you say here, pecan.
Pecan.
Yeah, I never know how to how do you pronounce this?
In the South,
Yeah.
because we have trees. I had a tree in the backyard. The best thing coming home from school is just to knock the tree and eat some pecans. But we say pecan.
You had a pecan tree.
Pecan tree, yeah.
Wow.
I honestly did not know they grew on trees.
No.
Likewise,
It
I was
looks
just about to say
perfect,
that.
doesn't it?
That is a work of art.
It's nice
like
as well
walnut,
to have
taste
someone
orange
guide
and
us
Oh, really?
through the
I didn't actually know that
pronunciation.
either.
It's like you're trying to get to the car.
I didn't. Don't look at me like that.
You just trip up
I
on the way
definitely
there.
did.
Pecan. Right, that's how I'm going to remember it. You know? Pecan.
Okay. The first time we ever had this in the South, that was the first time I realised,
When you first look at that though, if you didn't know that was nuts, that looks kind of a little bit buggy, doesn't it? You see where
Like
I'm coming from? Though?
cockroaches
A
or
little bit though.
something.
If you look at it and you don't know it's nuts, that's a bit. I don't know.
pie in America
Yeah, what are those?
is a completely different ball game. Like, we don't have anything like this in the UK. I flipping
If it zooms in the middle again, you'll
pecan
see.
pie. Oh, holy that is
That looks good. Wow.
treacly, syrupy, delicious looking.
Yes. That's me.
I think that's how we're gonna remember it now. Pecan.
Initially, it just tastes sweet, but then you get that burnt sugar flavour. And it's like sticky toffee pudding.
And the nutty pecans come through. The different textures. Again, this one really gooey bottom, or as we like to say, soggy bottom. That's tough to beat, man.
Save room, save room. There's still two more to go. Two more to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've done classic Thanksgiving
Oh, you're taking that
with
way.
this. I'm so sorry.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, so that's a classic Thanksgiving.
This and pumpkin, which
Okay.
is what's in front of you, are two pretty much traditional. Any Thanksgiving table you come up.
Mashed potato.
Well, I use dark brown sugar to make it. So
that
there's
cream?
Pumpkin, dark brown sugar, cream,
cream?
of course, butter.
Oh, on the right, yeah, that's cream from the previous
Because
one.
this is vegetable. It's a root vegetable, good for you.
There you go, vegetables, veggies. At this point, it's a balanced diet.
We're basically eating a salad. We're entering the fall area.
Yeah,
The fall area of pies. Much like trees in the fall, I'm ready to drop my leaves and go into hibernation.
Okay.
Wow.
What was this one?
Pumpkin.
It's dense.
That's a good
I
one.
don't know if
That
I
is
like
a good
it.
one.
I think with a good balance or ratio between the filling and the dough, particularly this dough, which is a little bit crumbly, a little bit doughy. It's not like phyllo sort of.
No, I mean my only
that'd be
comparison
nice.
is actually having like pumpkin, as they are, a bit like kind of sweet potato. They're kind of from the same. They are kind of from the same thing, aren't they? Like,
They're not potatoes though.
no, but the flavour of them, they're very, very similar. Either,
No, they're not as sweet as.
either
don't
way,
think.
when I had pumpkins, because basically, you know, when I did my Halloween decoration, I tried some of the innards, if you like.
Well, raw.
I don't know what I did with it. I did something. I didn't eat it raw. I tried to cook it as like some
Okay.
form of recipe, but I just didn't like it. I didn't get on with it. So I don't know how I'd get on with that. In a pie form, it might be different though, you know?
Yeah, I think
because
so.
there's going to be other stuff in there as well. So
We'll try it one day.
yeah, we'll have to. For sure.
That is lovely. Oh, that's a real change of pace. My reference point for pumpkin pie is like the Costco pumpkin pie. Doesn't actually really taste like
there
actual
you go.
pumpkin. Like
Okay.
that tastes like real pumpkin.
I mean this in the best possible way. It tastes nothing like a pumpkin spice latte. Absolutely nothing like it.
That is delicious.
It's really good.
You've never had pumpkin pie? I mean, that is very, very good. So
Probably the best you've ever had.
That's not just any.
Ollie, man.
We don't do Thanksgiving in the UK.
Yeah, because we don't have that barrier in mid-November for Thanksgiving, so we just follow through, and then we do it all at Christmas. Whereas the Americans, they've got all this out of the way by the time of Christmas. They're going to just focus on Coca-Cola and presents.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
what's
not
this one?
upsetting at all.
Wow!
So
Look at that!
this is our last pie we have, or piece de resistance. This is a sweet potato pie. This is true Southern, so it's a variation on the pumpkin pie, but it's made with boiled potato, and it's got a meringue top.
Wow.
That is beautiful.
I wouldn't be as surprised if a clown came out from behind there and smashed it in my face.
Yeah, it's picture perfect. Wow, look at the texture of that. Sweet potato pie.
It's beautiful, isn't
Really
it? It
beautiful.
really
Again,
is.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not a fan of sweet potatoes.
Gosh.
That's the best
love
slice.
Well
yeah.
done. Well done.
Okay. Right, Josh. In the spirit of Thanksgiving,
Yes.
shall we say what we're thankful for
Okay.
before we have this bite? I'm thankful for David,
Yeah. And pie.
the Pinestein,
Yeah.
of Outsider Tart here in Hammersmith. If you want to try legit American pie here in London,
Okay, that is the place
Can you
outside.
check this place out?
get much better than Outsider Tart.
All right, you're throwing your
In
pie
Hammersmith.
everywhere while
Can we
talking about it.
editors get
Definitely achievable.
I'm thankful for the editors who will remove that.
I'm thankful for all the Jolly Beans that are going to love to watch that. Oh, yeah, no, and again. He's just, now he's using his hands. It's just complete,
Oh no.
making a real pie of himself.
Okay. All right.
Oh, what are you doing? Cheers, guys. Yeah.
They've had so much food.
Holy moly, that's good. That's sweet potato?
That might be my favourite. It's definitely in the top 3.
This has to be tasted to be believed. I guess it does look beautiful
Say that.
for all the audience.
Yeah. It's like going on radio and be like, it has to be seen to be believed.
If you've never had this before, honestly though, you need to try it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah,
Did you? Oh, is it?
it just finished very abruptly,
Yes,
and I was
okay.
hoping to pause it.
That was nice,
That was
actually.
lovely. Yeah.
I didn't know what to
Loads
expect.
of pies. So many
Yeah, I didn't really know
options.
what to expect from that video, and then obviously the pies just kept coming.
Yeah.
Like there's so many different ones. I think my highlight was probably the blueberry pie.
I was thinking about that as
And
well.
I mean,
Apple.
I like a nice sweet pie. Obviously, I like our English pies. You know, the steak and kidneys or steak and ale.
savoury
Yeah, I
ones,
really like them. But I think from a
Dessert
sweet perspective,
pies.
and the pecan pie,
Pecan.
Well, maybe when we eventually go to try some barbecue, some American barbecue in the UK, which is most likely going to be somewhere in London, we could then also dash off to Hammersmith
Yeah,
and
and
grab a
have
pie.
dessert.
Yeah, that sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, make a day of it.
Definitely.
Absolutely, sounds good.
Do our research for barbecue places, and then maybe we'll make a day of it. Awesome. That looks good though, doesn't
That
it?
looks amazing.
I was
They all
surprised.
were like chunky, tall, nice sort of dough.
Yeah, I'm assuming when you're in there, you probably just order a slice.
Not sure. Maybe they cook it to order. They all looked kind of bubbly.
It's true. I mean, I don't know. It seems like a lot though, doesn't it? I suppose if it's just a pie place, though, isn't it? So you're going
Yeah.
in there for a pie. You're not going in there for
Or
a slice.
you know,
of pie.
if you go and buy a whole thing, you take it home to your family and then you share it.
I'm just thinking of like maybe Starbucks and Nero's and those sort of places where you go in, you have a cup of tea, a hot chocolate or something.
Yeah.
Have a slice
Slice
of
of
pie.
pie.
That's probably
Yeah,
how
we're
I
not
see
really
it.
sure the kind of place it is,
No,
but
I'd have to look into that.
yes.
In a way, I kind of hope it is slices because then you could get multiple slices and try it rather than getting like 10 pies.
Yeah.
That'd be a bit awkward, wouldn't it? Where you have a nibble
Yeah, we
out of
won't
each
be
one.
able to try
Exactly.
many really.
We have to
because
take
that
them away
much.
with us and give us to all the homeless people. Here's a pie, here's a pie, here's a pie. Right. Well, yeah.
Interesting. I
Nice.
would love myself a pie and would love to try some
I
of
would
the
like
ones
to try
we...
pumpkin and sweet potato. I
and
don't
key lime.
definitely, yeah, I forgot about key lime and key lime. I don't know if I would really like them, but it's kind of like I'd like to try them to know whether I'd like them or not, if that makes sense. Because in my head, I don't want to like them. I'm kind of already set I don't like them. So it'd be nice to kind of rule that out one way or the other.
Hopefully, we'll make it there one day. We'll see.
What's your favourite pie, guys?
Yes, let us
You
know.
know, you have pick of the bunch. Which one do you guys like?
And are there any other staples that were not covered or they didn't have at this restaurant?
Yeah, well, when our kitchen's done, we have a big list of lots of things to cook. So
Yeah.
biscuits and gravy, Frito pie, pumpkin pie maybe, candy yams.
Oh,
There's
there's
so many things.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we would like to try and learn how to make as well, and then try with you guys, cook with you guys.
I was trying to conclude the video, but we just keep going on. And now I'm thinking, like, we also bought some Kool-Aid, which we're going to try as well. There's 12 different flavors in there. Let us know how you guys make it, because it says to make it in a pitcher, but we don't really know, like, what size is your pitcher? Because
is this pack for a pitcher, or is this...
I
mean, we
know,
can
but
adjust the formula for a glass, but then we're
Yeah.
going to need 12 different glasses and all sorts of...
that's not a problem, but it's more
Yeah.
like we don't know exactly, like, because it says, like,
A pitcher and
based
a cup
on a
of
pitcher.
sugar.
So how many milliliters are your
Yes.
pitchers, basically?
So then we can adjust the formula to the sizes we have.
Let us know in the comments, because that's actually kind of crucial for us. And we
Yes.
know we need to add sugar,
Yes.
at least some.
And ice.
And ice. Right. Well, anyway, let's conclude this video now. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.